This video today is about reviewing the processing power of the new iPad, which is the iPad 3, we will call it to simplify. And we're gonna do that using a very very good piece of art, very useful application called QUASAR. The name is QUASAR. It's called QUASAR, and what it does is that it allows you to open different applications in single windows. I mean, each of them is in one windows, of course, in a single window. We're going to try to open some power-hungry applications like iMovie, and let's just start right now with just the camera. Well, it's not that power hungry, but just to try the app in the first place. You can see here the application is itself is in the setting. It doesn't have an icon, so you have to go in the setting actually, and in order to manage this. That's the app right there. So if I press the home button once here, I mean kind of minimize, not actually minimizing the window, but resize it to the way it was. I just get out of full screen, and as you can see, as I'm dragging here, you can see that the camera is still working pretty fine in the background. As you can see, you can resize it, you can flip it around, you can even drag it back there. Let this one cook, and I will open another application, iMovie. The apps, so far both of them are working flawlessly. Let me try and minimize that. Still recording. The video is still playing background. Well, actually, when you mean background, it is background, because even when you come out, the app is still playing. If you launch another application, iMovie is still playing, the video is still recording, and I am going to open another app, GarageBand. Well, we had a little bit of dent right there in the sound, possibly in the video, but it might have few gaps, but once it catches up, it will get up to speed and everything would work. You could just open them both side by side, and you could just basically plug with both of them just by the video background is still working down there. That video is playing flawlessly, and then I'm going to try to play my video in. As you can see, it is playing also. And I can flip from one to another. You can flip from one to another without any pause whatsoever. And yet, I'm going to try and open another app. don't know which one. Oh, we got Fuji Look Studio. Let's try that. Now it looks like finally Fruity Loop is playing. Wait, it's playing. Movie playing. Well, it's a little hard now to listen to Fuji Loop because of the volume of the audio, and it seems to be some type of there seems to be some kind of conflict between the application because both are using the audio processor, I guess, and the audio driver. So when I'm turning the volume, it doesn't actually seems to know exactly which one to turn up or down. So it looks like in this case there is no way you can actually toggle the volume for just one application. You have to toggle the volume for all of them at the same time. Well, let's add another application, artistic, and I'm gonna keep playing the video in the background just to make sure that it is working. We have a few, then decide that it is fine. As you can see here with Photoshop, I have the possibility of well, so far it's been working. As you can see, I can it might take a few seconds for the app to actually go. Cruising speed, but once it's there, you can see, you know, it's not bad. It's not as smooth, but at least you can work with it. It's actually better than on some other platform or application. So I'm gonna use this also. Keep touching the background. So basically, oh god. I will leave it there. And we are going to try to open another app. iPhoto. Try iPhoto. Alright, iPhoto as well seems to be working flawlessly. our video in the background stopped, so I can still use multitasking just to bring it up in case I cannot reach back there. It's kind of a lot of hassle. I have windows behind windows completely covered, so I cannot directly touch them, but with more practice you can actually line them up so they can overlap, but you can have each edge on the side. It don't matter to the left, the right, the upper or the lower corner, so you can just touch it to move from one to another. As you can see, all I have to do is just touch any part of the window if I can do so, and then it comes. But this one is like, if you have another window back there, like you cannot touch its edge, so it's kind of hard to come to it quickly, but you can always use the normal multitasking. Still playing all together. It's kind of small, so it's hard to do so, but you can just use multitasking just as normally you would, just like that, and that's it. Oh, our video actually iMovie actually stopped in the background, but as you can see, I can still go and play it. So really, it seems like whenever I do something when I execute something in the iPhoto app, then the volume stops, right? Actually not the volume, the app actually just stops. That's what it looks like. And actually we just so anyway, this is what the QUASAR is all about. It is a good way to demonstrate the processing power of the new iPad. Well, you can close the app by just typing on it, but it would, if you just tap on it, it's not actually closed, it's just minimized, but it's still running in the background. As if I did this, it's still in the background, so you haven't completely closed it as you would use Task Manager or the Finder to completely close all processes occurring on behalf of the application. So if you double click here, you can still see the apps there. One way to close them and actually shut them down is to press and hold the close button. When you do that, it's close and ends all process related to the app. So as you can see, well, you can always do the same thing as you normally would, and that's it. Thank you for watching.